Hi Sean, well here we are at phase 1 and we're just getting ready now to lift the body. We brought this ahead of schedule now because the 63 has thrown up one or two more problems and it's going to be forever until that thing is off the cart. We've got to do the body repairs and then we've got to use the same cart to do the chassis repairs, so it's probably going to be 2 or 3 months before that's off now at this rate. So we figured we brought yours forward and we can use one of our other dollies just for the body on this. I've had a quick look underneath. Let's borrow your torch, Darryl. And yeah, nothing really to report. It's all looks quite good, and I'm hoping this will be a fairly straightforward job. I'm not seeing any nasties as of yet, but you know, it's early days. We'll need to put the radiator support back in to be able to lift the body just to support the front. But what have we got here? Nothing really. You know, you've got the front calipers are leaking. They look like they were fairly new at one point, but that new could have been 10 plus years ago. So we'll replace the front calipers. We don't re-kit now. It just isn't worth the hassle. The front coils look like they might have sagged a little bit. Hard to tell without the weight in the car, but the coils do look very close together, so I think maybe a new pair of front coils might be a good idea. All the A-arm bushes, they look like they were replaced not long before this came off the road, and they still look in good order, so we'll just blast the arms. We'll probably put new ball joints on, but just blast the arms. Brake lines have all been replaced, but with a load of old, you know, crappy copper things, so we'll replace those with steel. You've got some sort of nest up in there. I hope it's whatever is in there is no longer with us. Steering, very oily, so I think the steering box is going to want at least a rebuild. I mean, I don't know whether you've thought about whether you want to go rack and pinion and all that sort of stuff. I'll talk to you about that and see whether that's in your remit. Chassis looks very, very nice from what we can see thus far. Same with the body mount runners, but you know, again, it's hard to tell at this stage, but it all looks pretty neat. Just very oily really, which I suppose at least has afforded it some protection. Bit of a dent there. I guess someone's jacked it up there in the past, but I think that will all clean and blast very, very nicely. At the back, again, no horror stories. Fuel lines, brake lines have been replaced again, but we'll deal with that. Fuel line, difficult to tell, it's up there, but I think looks like probably the original one, and we'll replace that with a stainless steel item. Again, we've had leaks on the back, I guess calipers, so I think you're probably going to be into a set of 4. When we jack it up, we'll look at rear wheel bearings and see what they're like, but I mean, I think they should be replaced regardless. You know, they're obviously old bearings, but the chassis all looks lovely. So hopefully this will all be a walk in the park. Maybe those words will come back and bite me, I don't know. Body mounts look reasonable. So yeah, well, I'm hoping that this will all go very, very smoothly and we'll have the body off by the end of the day. If not, then on Monday. But we've got a 78 there we're doing a body off on, and what I'd really like to do, I've got the sandblasters coming today for his chassis and whatnot, and I'd really like to have yours ready to go when that one comes back, so that will be good. There's that 63 ready for body removal. What am I saying? Ready for body repairs, I should say. There's a lot of rot around the body mount runners, and all that stuff under there, that's all to go back to America. I'm in the process of getting my consignment of caliper cores and what have you to go back, and that's all the faulty parts and bad parts we've had in the last 18 months, 2 years. Got a 69 tri-power there with engine problems that we're looking into at the moment. Guys just bought that. The three never get dones in the corner. We've got to pull these two. Well, we've got to make a start again on all 3 fairly shortly. My Merc there, the 1960, I'm waiting for a pair of rear springs for that. 78 with the body off, and the engine bay's all been prepped on that, ready for paint. I've just got to pull the radiator and shroud out and take the expansion tank and the master cylinder off, and that's ready to go. Another shot of yours up there. Got a 68 here that's nearly done, and Ronnie's sorting out the gap on the boot of a 59. So this is one we're getting ready for paint now, and we've adjusted the boot lid as best we can at this stage, and Ronnie's opening out the fiberglass there to get a nice gap on the boot. But this has had masses and masses of work around the body. They're all getting old cars now, they're all getting more and more buggered. My Mustang is gradually getting there, but I only do bits on a Saturday on that. And we've got a 72 that's just had a 4-speed auto transmission fitted. We've got an engine here going for rebuild now. I'm going to whiz that over to my engine builder, and a 78 there for road test that's nearly done. And I've got a 77 just parked out in the yard that's about ready to go. I think he's picking that up next Saturday. So there you are, it's all happening. But we'll get some on yours as things move on. We're just unhooking the rear valance and bumper brackets and stuff now. And next thing will be, like I say, lift the body, and we'll see what we've got. Do some more then.